Hi, I'm Anthony Morgan Training Academy. This is Jeff. Today we're going to work just a little bit on sticky hands.
Great.
Okay.
With that being said, I want to give a shout out to Jason Cruz with Kali Method of Montana. I trained with him for years in Claremont, California. If you're ever in Montana, check out Kali Method. There you have it.
Trying to support other guys that are doing Kali, other guys that are doing the JKD, because we end up being family a lot of times with the guys that we've trained with over the years.
Yes.
Being able to reflect off of what we do, what they do. And it's always a great library to have other guys that you could bounce things off of.
Yeah, it is. He's a great instructor. I highly advise training with him, and he's trying to keep the art alive, just as we are.
Right. So today we're going to work on sticky hands. Now, sticky hands, there's a lot involved in sticky hands, especially when you look at first generation instructors like Chisao James DeMille, that was first generation under Bruce. Okay, the chisao was different than what it was in the later years, the 64 period. The early period, there was a lot of spring load and a lot of spring energy. So sticking, as we were discussing earlier, anytime I touch here, okay, now my energy is this way. It's not down, but my energy is in here.
Forward.
Okay? It's forward. Now, my fingers are pointing here, ready for the hit. My fingers are pointing, ready for the hit. And as I'm getting ready to go, I'm loaded here with my spring energy. So if I'm here, and if he backs up, boom, I'm on him. Okay, and that's the spring load. Okay, so if I'm here, if I do this, he should be on me. You want the spring energy. The hands are the spring energy. So if I press here, see I'm pushing here. I'm pushing just slightly, but I don't want to overwhelm him. I don't want to go here because I'm going to get hit again. But I want to stick to him like glue. So as I'm moving here, okay, and we start really getting into palm phone style or wrist slap sparring, you know, I need to be able to stick to him no matter what. As soon as his hands come up and I'm in here positioning, I need to understand what his hands are doing and where he's going to go. Because if I don't, bam, I'm going to get hit. Which I probably get hit anyway, but there's no comparison to speed to early chisao guys. Jesse Glover, Chisao James DeMille, they want to rip your head off.
Right.
And they're going to stay on you until you're down on the ground. They're not going to let up.
Yeah.
Okay, and they didn't.
No.
Comparative to where if I'm standing here and I'm doing soft chisao here, and I go like this and nothing happens, who's got the floor?
Right.
Okay, so, you know, with too heavy, so if he gets too heavy, he's going to get hit. If he's too soft, he's going to get hit. Okay, but understanding that, you see the hand here? Okay, this is where the hit's going to be. Now, you notice my energy's slightly forward here, okay? My spring load is slightly forward. I'm not pushing down, but now if he moves at all, bam, he's going to get hit. And I'm still
Forward pressure.
Forward pressure, and that's the difference between early chisao and later chisao. According to Chisao, Bruce stopped teaching that hard press.
Yeah.
Okay. For the newer guys, I train with a lot of guys that do chisao, but don't confuse the two.
Right.
Okay. And I say confuse the two. There's this. Okay. This is not the same as this. Okay. My forward energy here
Is constant.
Okay. There is no
Reset.
press, 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 press. Okay, because if I go right here, there's nothing. I'm gonna get hit.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't pressure, lighten up, pressure, lighten up. Ours is a consistent but
Constant pressure.
constant pressure, constant load off the hips. But if he moves, I'm on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he should be on me. And if they don't, then you're working,
We're missing the concept.
you're missing the concept of Jesse Glover and James DeMille.
The pressure.
Okay,
Yeah.
the pressure. And that's the whole thing that they said about training with Bruce. They said Bruce was always pressing him.
Mm-hmm. It's a big difference.
And to come in and trap. But if you don't have that pressure, then you're going to get hit.
Right.
You know, and like what I was explaining earlier, how I think, how DeMille thought, Jesse Glover, and I'm not putting myself in place with them, and I never would because I'm not at their level. But the concept that they taught me,
Right.
okay, was if I move in and I touch here, okay, and I go boom here, now I just like boom, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna choke him out.
Different
Trash him, throw him out the window.
There you go. Yes.
That kind of mentality instead of, and some guys will go, that's not chisao. Well, chisao,
Combative chisao.
but it's that attitude.
Yeah. Destruction.
That, you know, Cjo always says, I just want to rip your head off. Okay. I mean, you can have guys that reach up here and hit you like this, but are they doing it with purpose? Are they driving you back, just
With
hammering
intention,
with
yes.
hammering you? And that's the key. Well, that as far as the Wing Chun Do, that's how you have to think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, you know, if I have to run you against that back wall, I'm going to run you to that back wall, and I'm not going to stay out here and just, you know,
Be neutral.
be neutral in this one little spot. Because in reality, it's the same way. You know, once I start,
You can't
I'm
stop.
going to rip, tear, and mangle. I'm not going to go, okay, well, I'm going to give you an opportunity to recover. I don't want you to recover.
No.
And chisao is only an exercise so we can learn how
To stay with that
to
person.
stay with that person. Okay?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think we're good, and you know, feeling is believing.
Right. And so more sensitivity. You got to be sensitive. You have to have a spring energy. There's difference between this is spring energy. This is spring load.
Yeah.
Okay? My spring load has to be to where I don't overpower you.
Mm-hmm.
My spring energy has to be receptive enough and sensitive enough to where I know what you're doing and to where I can stick with you no matter where you go. But the main objective, I just want to hit you.
I know that.
Okay, that's the key. You know, it's that's it.
That's the objective, yes.
So please subscribe to our channel.
Hit that like button, leave a great comment. Thank you very much.